Yeah, I mean, I've been filming.
Huh? You been filming?
Yeah.
Oh, my cameraman. Oh, I hate mornings, Monday mornings. We're gonna have to get, because we're getting these, taking out all these pavers. And we're gonna use the excavator, and it's an hour away, and I'm not gonna bring both machines because it's not necessary. So I think what we're gonna have to do is, I think we're gonna have to take this bucket, the materials handling bucket, or cleanup bucket, whatever people choose to call them. I don't usually use it to clean up. I bought that used, the bottom's a little bent. I call it a materials handling bucket because you can move a lot of material, bulk of material, because the back of the bucket is deep. You know, to me a cleanup bucket is like shallow but really long. That thing there is deep, so it's just like bulk. So probably gonna grab the skid steer with the forks. I'm gonna take that, put it on the front of the trailer, strap it down. Then we have an hour long ride to where we're going, and we'll see you guys when we get there. Okay, so I'm just gonna grease the machine. I gotta change this tube. I got like one pump out of it, and then of course I do have an electric grease gun, but I don't like to use it, to be honest with you, because it's not convenient. Something's up with this grease gun though. Let me get this grease gun figured out. We're gonna build another fence. They're gonna junk it for free? They're gonna junk it for free. No, I don't know what they're gonna do. They probably think they're gonna reuse it. Yeah, I told them there was concrete on it. Well, I'm gonna destroy it getting it out. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't care about it. Alright, we're gonna build another one. You guys are cost extra, I'll pay you money. Okay, that's no problem. Alright guys, change of plan. We showed up today and they said we'll pay you whatever you want extra to take down this the whole way around the pool. We were only originally, I guess they got a masonry guy. My masonry guy that I usually use, he was too busy. So they're gonna build a new patio deck around this pool. You can see where it's settling here. So that's why I'm not being gentle, you know, ripping these poles out, because all these pavers are all coming out. Then they're gonna have a concrete patio poured, which should have, that's what should have been here, not these pavers, because, well, it depends, because I have seen pavers done right around pools. This isn't it. So what we're gonna do is, they had hired us, we're gonna go one row of block, strip it out, and then we're gonna go that way and then grass this. This is what we were here for, all of it, and then just put in grass. However, like I said, we showed up and they said they were gonna take the fence down before we got here, but I guess they got a little bit down. They were struggling with it because, you know, if you don't have machines, it's balls of concrete, and homeowners can't deal with that. So I guess this is going to turn into an extra job, and I'm almost wondering if we should do it in 2 phases. I'm going to talk to them and see if I allowed for 2 days for this, but I think if we did all the excavator work with the excavator, brought it home, then brought the Skidsteer in here and bucketed everything, regraded and filled this. The septic tank, I did pull an as-built card, and the septic tank is there, but however, when I measured off, the leach field is out there. It's like 80 feet away, and I'm guessing, according to the thing, the D box is probably right about there, and the field is in that open area. So that's cool, but that's why I wanted to rip down this. I wanted to rip down this fence, and I wanted to work. See, like that's the center of the first hole. I bet the second hole's out here, where, you know, where that paver that's been removed. 10 feet off the house. First cover, second cover. So the tank goes this way, precast tank. So I wanted to come through here and work around it. I didn't want, originally they wanted to just go through there, and I said no, I'm not going to drive back and forth over the tank. So we're going to rip all this stuff out. He says he has somebody to come in to get the fence. I asked him if he wanted, I told him, I said, I hope they don't think they're coming to get a good fence. And he said no, they said they'd take it for free. So I don't know if they want it for scrap. I know you can't bring the concrete. Gotta have to fill in these holes. I know you can't bring the concrete into the scrap yard, so I don't know, but whatever, not my deal. So I'm gonna unbolt this because this pole, I think, is gonna have to stay because we don't want to rip up this wooden fence. So I'm just gonna undo these things here and then get rid of the fence, and then we'll move on to my son Bryson's gonna start pulling up a straight line, and then we'll check back. Alright, so Bryson's popping out around here. I'm gonna leave for the pool filter a square pad, and then I had him pop out this patio, the step down decking board is sitting on this corner, so if I'm gonna leave a border around it, because I have a funny feeling if I pulled out, see, it's sitting on that, so if I pulled that out, I don't think it'll look good. So we're just gonna leave that as like a border, and if they don't like it, they can change it later, but it's sitting on all of it. So alrighty, we're gonna get rid of all of this. I'm gonna switch to the bigger bucket, and then I gotta walk all that stuff bucket by bucket out the gate. I was gonna bring the skid steer, but we're so far away from home, and I don't have the 20-ton. I don't have the 20-ton tag trailer ready to roll. Otherwise, I could have brought both machines. That's the future plan. But for now, we will just do what we gotta do. Alright, so we're gonna dump this at my old boss's place, the guy that actually encouraged me to start the YouTube video. And if you recognize that truck was in a video I did where we were over here dumping stumps. They keep that truck up here all the time now to do deliveries out of here. And I say up here because we're like an hour, 45 minutes away from home. And my old boss, his name's Nick, he has a, he has this facility off Cape, because in the summer the traffic is so bad, we're not able to get back and forth over the bridge to get back on Cape Cod. So he has this place off Cape to run his operation out of also. And I spent months up here with him when I worked for him cleaning this place out. But so we're gonna dump over here in the concrete pile. Down here, over there, in that last video I did up here with the red trucks, it was like Excavator Load and Brush was the title of the video. We had a 950 and we were loading out sand over there. And it pretty much still kind of looks the same. Alright, I gotta get out and do the slurry logs. we got the last little bit of the pavers. You always have that last little bit that's mixed in the dirt. So the last little bit, I try to just do it by hand. I'm gonna help him in a second, but this is it. And then we gotta bring in topsoil and try to regrade this area. We were originally supposed to just do the patio area here, but now they said whatever is extra come out to like here more. So I don't know. It'd be nice to have the Skidsteer here for the rest, but I don't know. I gotta decide on whether I want to call it early on this and come back tomorrow with the Skidsteer to bang out the rest of this. I'm not sure. We're like an hour away from home. I kind of want to just do as much as I can. If I gotta come back, I gotta come back. But for now, let me shut this camera off and give him a hand. I don't like standing here while he's working.
Because the tooth bucket will rake through it, you know what I mean? But by the time you change the bucket back over, well, and then you're going to want to change it back because this holds more.
Alright, so it's the next day. We got the Skidsteer loaded up last night, and we took the excavator out of there. I went and got the seed this morning. I strapped down all the stuff in the bucket with the cargo strap, because even though the machine's chained and everything, you still have to strap the stuff in the bucket for the DOT. And now I'm putting some air in the tires, and then we're gonna get out of here and go and get back to it. Okay, guys. He is unchaining. I am going to either sneak by that rock or move that rock, because whoever paved this driveway here, it's paper thin. He's already asked me about replacing it, because I mean it's even breaking up over here where we didn't drive, and it has grass growing through it. So when you have grass growing through your pavement is thin, and your paving guy ripped you off, because you should not have grass growing through the pavement in multiple spots, you know, and it's coming through the pavement. Okay, it's not like it landed in it. I mean, they paved over dirt. He told me the guy told him that he put a foot of recycled base down. And the last job I had, I worked for a road paving crew, not a driveway paving. Well, they had a driveway paving division, but they did road paving, like main roads, everything. And then before that, I had my truck hauling for a highway paving crew. And just from experience, I'm telling you right now, and from jobs that I've done on my own, and my friend who owns a driveway paving business, tell you right now, there's not a foot of base under here. No way in hell. It's, you know what I mean? I haven't seen asphalt sink like that from a six-wheeler. And this six-wheeler is all aluminum. I mean, frame, cab, I mean, everything. That it's not really as heavy as everyone thinks. It's just, I forget what the tearing weight is, but the only time I've seen, you know, divots like that is from like a heavy 10-wheeler on something that was, actually, you can see where their car wheels have been sinking where they park. Where they've been parking there. and there. You want to know how you can tell? Sure, giveaway. Look how it's sandy. That's because the water brings the silt and sand and runs into there. So I'm gonna give them a price on replacing this because, like I said, water running to their tire spot. So there's no way the guy told him he'd put a foot of recycled base under here. There's absolutely no way. If anybody's ever driven on a foot of hard packed, there's nowhere for it to sink. See how the grass just sinks like that? It's doing the same thing on here. So as far as I'm concerned, they paved over dirt. That's the only way you get grass growing up through it, and it's paper thin. But enough about that, because I already talked to him about that. And that was done when they moved into the house, which was, I think he said a couple of years ago. So it's not fresh. So that's why I got to go through here for now on. Because I don't want to make it worse, and you know, in case they don't want to fix it right away, you know what I mean? So I said to him I might have to move this rock. And here's the other thing, they ground a tree stump here. So what do we know about tree stumps? And look at where we are, and look at the trees. Okay, they're big pines. And when you grind pine stumps and everything, look at how far the roots go. Look at the roots. All under here. Look at. Crazy. So what I'm thinking is, stump hole. What I'm thinking is, they may have ground the stump and they didn't dig this out enough, and whatever's under there is starting to decompose. Because he said they did this stump grinding last year. The chips on top are still kind of here. I guess they're starting to rot a little bit. Anyways, let's get to it. I'm babbling too much. You know why my mood was off? I just realized, and I don't feel like working today. Because my shirt's inside out. So, maybe that's why my attitude today is inside out. Oh, I feel much better. Oh! It's always a good day when your shirt matches your truck. Dump truck in the backyard, but not bad. I gotta grade all this anyways. The only thing of it is I kind of wanna put something over the septic tank, just because you know when you're grading and you're not paying attention, and you know you're daydreaming and the radio's on, and you're thinking about fried chicken and all that. And so I do know this little divot here, the tank is in here. So I don't want to drive over the tank. So what I'm going to do is, you can come up to the edge and then you can drag away. So I'm just going to put something there to mark it.
I have an idea.
What?
This thing.
Yeah, put that on it, but what?
Where is it? Right here?
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's 10 feet out from the house.
So that's the edge or the middle?
So that's the first opening, the first hole.
Oh, gotcha.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's where that hole is according to the as-built. So then you probably have, that thing's probably like another, let's just call it 5, 8, no, I'm sorry, 8 to 10. So for the other hole, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's probably the other hole's 6. The other hole's probably somewhere around here. So I'm just gonna play it safe. We'll have to. And, I'm putting that in there so when I'm sitting in the machine, I can see it because, well, you know, when you're sitting in the machine, you can't see that on the ground. And what I'll do is I'll come around this way and I'll pull back that way, pull that way. We should have actually, to be honest with you, when we had the excavator here yesterday and that bulk bucket, I cleaned that. Oh, that dookie. I clean that dookie. What are you getting all dirty for? Oh, that's better. Much nice. Anyways, we probably should have taken that excavator and thrown the loam in here because, you know.
No.
However, the Skidsteer has 4 pounds per square inch of ground pressure, so that's not too bad either. Well, all right. That would be the septic tank. All right, still spreading topsoil, or here we call it loam. L-O-A-M, screened loam. So they wanted to add more into the corner. They want me to kind of fill and blend that corner in. I got my septic tank markers because that is an old 70s septic tank and it's not H20, probably not even H10, who knows what it is. House was built in 1972, so we got Mr. Broom so I can see out the window of the machine. You know, put the yellow facing outward so when I'm driving by it's at eye height. And it is at the it's actually off the tank at the end of the tank. And then I just put that table there, you know, just to be on the safe side. I don't want no problems. And then the deck stairs are a lot higher. You can't see it on camera than the patio that they're keeping. And then it goes up to the pool filter, which is sitting on patio blocks. That's, you know, that was kind of half-ass put there. It's not on a poured pad or anything, so it's kind of pitched and settled that way. So, but we left it alone. My son was just telling me we gotta have to put a little more up in that area, he believes, so we're gonna do that. And then, I'm not sure how much we have left. It kind of stinks because they said that they have somebody coming to get all this fence, but I mean, we're gonna. And then they want a price to do this whole backyard, but it's kind of like after, you know. So worst case scenario, if we have to come back, hopefully this fence will be gone by then, and we'll just hug, you know, we'll hug right through here to bucket the topsoil. But it kind of stinks because I like to work my way farthest point out. So like what I did over there is I started in that corner and I started dumping buckets, and you have to get on this stuff. You have to get on it, you have to pack it, you have to grade it. If you got a power rake, rake it after. I don't have one because That's my power rake. And the reason being is because I've seen a lot of people complain that their landscapers put in a lawn and then all of a sudden it's like this, wavy after a year. That's because you didn't pack it down, settle it, grade it, and then you know, and then fine rake it. So when it settles over the winter, the spots where you dump the buckets pack themselves naturally, and what happens is the loose spots don't, so you get all of this. So I do ride all over it, and then I try to smooth drag it back, like right there, after, just to loosen the top up, and then it takes us, you know, not that long, you know, a few minutes just to loosen that up. I'm not gonna hydro seed this one, even though I really want to, but that's kind of, we didn't plan on it. We were only supposed to do this area right here. We weren't supposed to be out here. We were supposed to be going through the gate and just doing the patio, but things changed, and unfortunately they want to spend a little bit of extra money, but you know, to load up the hydro seeder and travel an hour to where we are, it would be another trip because it doesn't fit on the trailer with the machine. Hopefully someday when I get the other trailer done, we can put the skid steer and the look at my hat, all the dust. Ugh. We could put the skid steer and the hydro seeder on the trailer, the 20-ton tag, because we could put the hydro seeder on the front of the trailer and the skid steer on the back, and the dump truck will be free, because I need the dump truck free to grab topsoil. If things change, like they did today, they wanted to add this, so luckily I got to go get more, which creates another problem because there's wood in the back of the truck. Alright, gotta run, check back. They kind of threw this at me at the last minute. I didn't really measure or calculate anything. I'm just guessing maybe another loader bucket from the what do you call it? Where I get the soil. Well, it's the stump dump, you know. So I'm guessing maybe another loader bucket. But very dusty. So I gotta back this trailer around. We pulled in because we were expecting to just spread the loam that we dropped yesterday, and then we were gonna load the machine. And I was just gonna get back out, but it is what it is. You want me to just load it? What? Edit. No, okay, so I went and got another load. We went... Edit. Alright, so we went and got another load of loam, topsoil, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to do that area that I had talked about, and I moved the rock on the other side of the truck. I'm not going to go over the driveway anymore, so I'm going to back around here, and what I'm going to do is dump this load. Then I have all the I have all of the railroad ties that were rotten in the bucket of the skid steer. Gonna dump the truck, then I'm gonna put this in there right away because I don't feel like picking up all the railroad tie rotten wood anymore.
just finishing up here then. Got the seed and the fertilizer down.
Okay guys, quick interruption real quick. I just want to tell you about why I left this umbrella stand here. I was using that throughout the project to mark off the edge of the septic tank because it is an old septic tank. And then I subbed down the, after ripping out the patio, I had to sub down the whole area to get all the grades to match correctly. So I actually shoveled off the top of the septic tank by hand, as you could see. I didn't want to run over it with the machine or use the machine to do it. So she had also mentioned to me when I first met her and quoted her on the job that when she was telling me the location of the septic, she said, oh, and I also have to have my septic guy that pumps it come back because last time he was here, he said the lid was cracked. So I said to her, okay, well, do you want me to leave it marked off? That way he doesn't have to go digging around in your new grass to find it. And she said that would be great. So the cover is still there. It does have a crack in it. And it is it's a clean out access port for the clean out T. And she says that he actually will pump out of there. I don't know how he gets the hose in there. It's kind of a small area. It's supposed to be just a clean out, but whatever. The thing I suggested was that she gets, just a ring and cover if she wants him not digging in her lawn because she pumps it frequently for whatever reason. So she's going to have him put a cover that's flush with the top of grate. So the hole is not open. That is just a marker.
Whatnot. We're leaving that there because that's where the septic lid is. But the old one, we dug around it and figured out where it was. The old one was sitting there cracked, so we left that there. And everything else is pretty standard. Got it all seated and graded away from the house and the pool. Yeah, and that's about it for this one.